What up, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. What's going on with Mookie Betts? We're going to dive into his struggles in just a second, but quick reminder, for all latest Dodgers news and rumors, breakdowns, and more all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your concern level with Mookie Betts right now? How do you feel about his struggles? What are your thoughts? Do you think that he'll be that all-star player that the Dodgers hope that he would be? I want all your takes on Mookie Betts down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So what is going on with Mookie Betts? You have a lot of Dodger fans freaking out. They're calling him Mookie Butts, Dookie Betts, that kind of stuff. Look, I'm not going to call him any of those names, but I am going to call him Marcus until he starts playing like Mookie again. In his last 4 games, Mookie Betts 0 for 13. Last night, he goes 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. You saw late in the game against Kenley Jansen chasing a strike outside of the zone, and that's what he's been doing lately. He's been offering up pitches outside of the strike zone, expanding the zone. And if you look at his strikeout rate early on, it sits at 23.4%. He's the guy for his career, a 13.4 K percentage. This year, that number so far is at 23.4%. That walk rate, it's down to 10.6%. And if you look at his numbers across the board, so far this season, he's slashing 171, 277, 220, has a 55 WRC plus a 241 WOBA. You see that isolated power is at .049. Last year, it was at 223. In his MVP season, it was at 294. Now, isolated power is about slugging. And this year, Mookie Betts, he hasn't hit for power yet. 2 of his 7 hits are extra base hits, and those 2 hits are doubles. But if you look at his expected slug so far in the season, it's at 275. That is in the bottom 10% of all of Major League Baseball. If you look at his average exit velocity, it's at 87.5. That's a career low so far. It's in the bottom 34th percentile. Max exit velocity in the 38th percentile. You're not seeing him hit the ball hard. In the bottom 23 percentile when it comes to hard hit percentage, and that's at 30%. He has 0 barrels so far in the season on 30 batted balls. So Mookie Betts is just not getting that hard contact that we're accustomed to seeing. He looks like a shadow of himself at the plate, but I will say we're at 10 games into the season. 10 games played so far for Mookie Betts, 41 at-bats, so there is still a lot of time for him to turn this around. And I think the hope for Mookie Betts is things just start to click into place and he starts performing like the player that we know he is. And after the game yesterday, Dave Roberts said, when he was asked about Mookie's struggles, Doc said, "I can say we've ever seen it, but I know that he'll come out of it. He was out of the strike zone tonight. He's going to have to grind, and we'll figure it out." So I do agree with Dave Roberts. I know that Mookie Betts has the talent in there, and he will eventually turn around, but the question is when. I think the big concern I also have is how he's faring against fastballs. You're seeing him miss heaters that we've seen him drive in the past, pitches that we've seen him hit over the fence or hit for doubles. If you look at so far this year, he's hitting 154 against fastballs. Last season, he hit 284 against fastballs. In 2020, he hit 324 against heaters. In his MVP season in 2018, he hit 375 against heaters. So he's a guy that has been able to catch up to heaters his entire career, to find pitches that he can drive and do damage, but he just hasn't had that success this season. Against breaking balls, he's hitting 200. Against off speed in general, he's hitting 200. So Mookie definitely looks lost at the plate right now. He looks unsure of himself, doesn't have that confidence, and you're seeing just not quality at-bats. And that's kind of the issue I have as well. He has to go up there and he has to grind out these at-bats and put himself in a position to get the results. And I think you're seeing lazy fly balls. You're seeing that swing against Kenley's cutter that was up in the zone. That just wasn't a competitive swing in that at-bat from Mookie Betts. So he just hasn't come through at the top of the Dodgers order, and that's the next big question. Should the Dodgers move Mookie Betts down in the order? Should they move him down to the 3 spot, maybe flip-flop him and Trey Turner? Should they move him further down the order until he gets his swing right? I mean, I think those are some things that you do consider if he continues to struggle for an extended period of time. Let's say 100, 150 at-bats and you're seeing the same results, then I do think it might be time to move Mookie down in the order, especially when you consider the fact you have Trey Turner. And Trey Turner is possibly the best leadoff hitter in all of Major League Baseball. When you consider his speed, his ability to hit for contact, to hit for average, to hit for power, Trey Turner really is one of the best players in all of Major League Baseball. But I guess the other question I have when it comes to Marcus Lynn Betts is his health. Is he still feeling ill effects from those bone spurs, from that hip injury that required an injection just to keep him on the field last season? Because to me, I know he's saying that physically he feels fine, but you're just not seeing that same explosion at the plate when it comes to his body and the movement of his swing. So I think that that's another big question. There's a lot of people out there that say the only way to get 100% from that injury is to undergo surgery. So should Mookie have undergone surgery and just gotten it over with when you consider the length of his contract, the fact that he signed that long-term deal with the Dodgers, a $365 million contract across 12 seasons? In the grand scheme of things, you say, hey, you get him healthy and you get him back to 100% as soon as possible. That's what you do. But on the flip side, you look at this team, it's such a win-now roster when you consider the fact that this could be the final year with Trey Turner and the Dodgers. You just signed Freddie Freeman. You have Clayton Kershaw for 1 year potentially. So this is definitely a win-now team, and you want to have Mookie Betts in the lineup to help you win a World Series title. I know there's people out there talking about his diet. They say he needs to have a meat milkshake or an In-N-Out burger, have a ribeye steak, and that's the reason for his decline. I'm not so sure about that. I've talked to dietitians and people in the health field. They're saying, look, that's not really a big concern when you think about it. But let me know down below in the comment section, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your concern level for Mookie Betts? Me, I'm going to give it a 4. The lack of hard contact is definitely concerning, but when it comes to a raw talent standpoint, Mookie Betts has so much talent. His swing, when it's right, is one of the best in baseball. You saw defensively the play he made in foul territory, so athletically, he does still have it. To me, it's just a matter of finding the rhythm, finding the timing, and just having that swing click into place and making those adjustments to get him right. So it's a 4 for me, but let me know down below in the comment section. And also, how do you feel about Mookie Betts' contract? Do you think it's going to not age well? Do you think it'll age like guacamole in the sun? Do you think that it was worth the deal? And then finally, should they move Mookie Betts down the order and have Trey Turner hit leadoff? Let me know down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all latest Dodgers news and rumors all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to GearUp.LA. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. You're going to find it right over there at www.gearup.la. Download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android iPhone users. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.